Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. We have this full moon that's been happening yesterday for some of us and then today for others. And so we feel the effects of this full moon. It's in Aries. This is the second part to the three-part videos that I have. Um, I released the other one last night. So if you want to know about the full moon and Aries, the astrological aspects of what's not just for the full moon, but other aspects that are coming this week, you'll check. You can might want to check that out. I'll put it in the eye icon up there. So this is going to be the tarot part of it. I'm going to do pick a card. So I've put four groups together. I've meditated on those. If when it's time. You can pause the video and then you can pick one of the groups, and I'll have the time step at the end, or in the description box below. And I'm just going to kind of turn over the cards and see what the messages are. And this is about what's coming up in the next 2 weeks, about releasing, about manifestation, about things that are going on in your life. And we'll see what Spirit has to say, and your loved ones and your guides and your higher self. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video, so that other people can get their messages as well. This is just going to be more me channeling in messages. And then the third part series is going to be the astrology part, but it's going to be how the full moon is in each sign. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Okay, welcome again. So this is going to be group one. This is going to be group two. This is going to be group three, and this is going to be group four. So I would pause the video if I were you and take a minute, take a couple of breaths, connect to your higher self, or connect to your beings, or connect to your angels, ask them for help, and then pick a group, and then I'll turn it over. So again, I'm just going to turn over the group and then see what we get. So in the first group, this is first, second, this is group one, fourth. Okay, so already I'm seeing that there are some things that you're really having to let go of in this next 2 weeks. So the Queen of Swords is this beautiful, beautiful queen who has been through many, many losses, but I'm getting that you are taking a stand for what you want, and you are finally letting go of some things in this next 2 weeks. I think so. I feel like a lot of you have already sort of consciously made an effort to let go, but maybe it's time to actually take the action. When you do this, I'm seeing, because you have the Fool too. So the Fool with the Queen, as you're letting go, you're releasing and able to move into this new space. And I won't say it's the new phase yet, because the Fool is about 0 point energy. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are ready for your journey. I'm feeling like a lot of you are stronger than you, or have realized that you're stronger than you know. And a lot of you, some of you thought this was going to be harder than it was. Like it was more about the mental releasing of someone, or releasing of something. Because some of you, it was maybe, I'm feeling like maybe it was a project, or something that came from your heart, or something that you were trying to create, and you realize that that's not what you want to do. For others of you, I'm feeling also like this was a person, or no, I wouldn't even say just the person. This was an actual relationship, whether it was a partnership that was needing to be dissolved. This partnership has already been dissolved. This is the actual mental part of it, or emotional part of it. Yeah, I'm seeing more mental part of it. Like I'm stronger than I thought I was. I'm no longer there, and I'm here, right? And so a lot of you were tested. A lot of you were tested heavily. Many of you tested yourself. Many of you, because I'm feeling like with the Queen of Swords, you came to understand that you I'm feeling, again, stronger than you thought you were. A lot of this was in your head and in your heart, like the emotional stuff. And this is the thing. I'm feeling like, so I'm hearing prayers go up. I'm hearing calls to the universe. I'm hearing this from you guys. And I'm hearing, I want this, and I want this, and I want this. And my heart desires this, and my heart desires this. And then when those things started to come about, like, let me give you an example because I'm seeing a big example here. I'm feeling like I want true love. I want somebody who appreciates me. I want somebody who loves me. I want to love somebody as well. And then the person that you had in your life was not it, because whether they weren't respecting you or didn't know how to love you or the way that you wanted to be loved, or even you kind of knew in the back of your mind that this wasn't it, but you got comfortable. And so when things happened in a way that was a split, or you had to separate, or you decided to break it off, I feel that then you got scared and then you latched on. It's almost like maybe that person came to you and said, for not, this is not everybody, but for some, this is just a scenario. I'm getting these messages. So I'm feeling like somebody may have come to you and said, it's time to drop this, or we need to stop this, or some sort of ending. And then you had an idea that you were going to do it anyway, but because they did it first, all of a sudden you latched on, right? This was in the past. And so then you begin to do this thing where you didn't want to leave, or you didn't want to let go, or how could that person do this to me? When you were doing it, you were going to do it as well. So that person was just feeling what you were feeling. That person was just having the same understanding that you were having. And then you've gone through all that. You went through the major losses. And some of you had people that crossed over that you lost. I do feel that. This queen comes with many tragic losses. She's been through a lot. And so then you begin to I feel like you begin to just go through the motions and try to figure it out. Then you'd go into your emotions and try to clear it, and then you couldn't let go, and then you were moving through this whole thing. And I feel like in this next 2 weeks, this is residual. This is the very, I won't say the very last of it, but this is it's gotten better this time, right? And so with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like you're being tested, or you even test yourself. But then you realize, I'm too much in my head. It's like, if I just continue to do what I keep doing, I'm going to release this, or it's almost released, and I see this because you have the Fool. So let me say this, what I'm getting from Spirit. You will never completely release that person, right? Or that situation, or that thing, or that trauma, or that tragedy. It won't ever be completely gone. It's not meant to be completely gone. It's meant to be part of your soul. This is meant to be, and for so long you have been trying to let it go, let it go, let it go, cut it off, let it go, right? But it's not meant to be completely cut off. It's meant to help you grow. And so in order to help you grow, it's part of you. It will forever be part of you. It's part of the experience. It's part of the understanding. It's part of the growth. And in order to move forward, what I'm hearing from Spirit is that, first of all, you've done well. But now it's time to change your perception a little bit and realize that this thing, this relationship, this person, this whatever this was, needs to how do I say this? You need to stop trying to cut it off and begin to try to incorporate the knowledge of it, the experience of it, the love from it, the growth from it. Because in that is where you are going to be able to come to some sort of peace with it and begin on your journey, because you're almost there. You're almost there. This thing will never go away. It's just going to be a part of you. You won't focus on it forever, but it'll be a part of your soul. Does that make sense? It's a part of your soul. And so with the Temperance, it looks like you do have this really strong connection in this next 2 weeks of understanding. I'm seeing that I'm seeing your guides, some of you. So guides and angels, I'm seeing wanting to give you messages, guides and angels. This is the thing though, you hear that. I'm seeing that some of you hear it and you're like, I don't want to hear that right now. Or that's the same message I'm not understanding. Or what is it that I'm supposed to get from this message? Because it's the same thing I'm not understanding. That's what I'm hearing. And they're trying to change your perception so that you can move forward. That's what they're trying to do. So let's talk about what's next. So, well, interestingly enough, I've never seen that word. So this is sexuality. Oh, I get it. Okay, so I'm seeing these are the chakra cards, and so this is the second chakra. The second chakra is about openness and sharing and beauty, right? And so there was once a time, because this is about healing you. This card is about healing you. There was once a time where you were open, where you were almost childlike, and we are going to be in this Aries energy. There is this almost childlike, open-hearted genuineness about you, right? And because you've been through this tragedy, these things that have gone on, I feel like you closed yourself off, right? And so what this card says is beauty and honor, right? Openness and sharing. I understand that, and so they understand the fear that you have about opening your heart again. They understand the fear that you have about being so childlike, because when you look back as to what happened, some of you were saying, well, if I just wasn't so reckless, if I just knew better, if I just da-da-da, if I just did it. And that's not true. That's not true. It would have happened anyway because it was part of your path. That's where you have to trust. And what they're saying is, don't stop being that other part of you. Don't stop or stop denying that openness, that genuineness, that open-heartedness, that laughter, that love, that beauty about you. Honor your beauty. And the way you honor your beauty is to be open and sharing and engaging in humanity, engaging in relationships, engaging in life. And a lot of you have shut down because you were at war almost. It was almost like you were at war. I'm feeling like you were at war. Like, I'm not going to do this. This is never happening again. I'm never going to allow this. Da, 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 da. Like, this is over, like, I want to say over the year, even 2 years for some of you. Like, you've just come to this place where you almost got too methodical in how you handle relationships, right? And so now it's time to open up that other part of you, right? Open up that beauty that you deserve, that beauty that you are. Honor your beauty. That's what I'm getting. And so I'll move on. And this, although this is the money oracle, to me it has a lot to do with life itself too. So this one says independence. So if a man follows the systematic habit of saving a definite proportion of all money he earns or receives in other ways, he is practically sure to place himself in a position of financial independence. Yes, this is so true. So you have, for some of you, it's time for you to get serious about how you're going to handle your life finances. Like, really get serious. Because, like, in love, you completely shut down. And then in finances, I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. I feel like in these next 2 weeks, if you look at the finances that you have, if you look at the way that you're living your life, if you get some sort of system to it, if you get some sort of order to it, if you get some sort of, and again, honoring yourself, honoring your beauty, if you get some sort of, I want to say system or organization of it, then you have independence coming, which is what you've been wanting. For some of you, I do feel like some of you want to share it. I feel like some of you do want to share this. But I feel like when you share, you give more and they give less, and then you end up giving all, right? And so this is about you becoming independent on your own, self sufficient. Um, and in the next 2 weeks, that can be shown to you and proven to you, but you have to get some sort of system. So, like if you get money coming in, look at it, see where it can go, and then save some of it. You know, spend some on yourself, put some to whatever is needed, and then save some of it. Like honor yourself. That's what I'm getting with these cards. And I know I've taken a lot of time on these cards, but I wanted to get the messages that were coming through. So, good luck. So that's group 1. So let's go to group 2. So in group 2, we have the Strength, the King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Three of Swords. So I do see separation here. I do see a breakup. I do see letting go. I do see letting go of the old and bringing in the new, because the Hierophant is someone. So I'm seeing that a lot of you are moving into a bigger position. Yeah, and this is not just work or career. This is love too. So you may be moving to the next level with your loved one. And I'm talking about somebody that's so who I'm talking to, because I'm getting this, is that it's been long term anyway. You're just moving to the next level. For others of you, and you know who you are, I feel like there is a separation coming. I also feel like with this, I'm seeing a lot of things. Okay, so I'm feeling like with this comes great responsibility, and you might have to leave somebody behind. If I'm talking about, because I see it at work, I see it at career, but I also see it in love. To get you to this space, I'm seeing that you're needing to let go of somebody or something. It may be that you move into a different position. It may be because you move into a bigger position with a bigger company, you have to leave a company. But I'm also seeing in relationship, if you want this, if you want that tradition, that stability, that forever love, right? Forever, day in, day out, we do this together. You have to let go of someone. So I do see a King of Cups for some of you. So with this King of Cups, I'm seeing that he comes with this. And now the King and Queen aren't gender specific for me. It's just about their character. So this person is coming in to heal this part of you. This person is coming in to help. This is interesting. So I'm seeing for a lot of you, you think to get you to this, to get you to the stability financially, to get you to this is really interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing to get you to the financial stability, to get you to the independence, to get you to the long term, to get you to the love of your life, you're thinking it's about becoming independent financially. So you've been working really hard to do that. And it's not. It's about opening your heart. Yeah. So because see the Strength card, this is you. I'm seeing you as very stoic, very balanced in knowing what you want, knowing, very cleared about knowing what you want. And this is obviously for some other people, knowing what you want, being very clear, learning to work with others to get this, but you're focused on the wrong thing. You've been focused on the tools and the organization of it and the, how do I say, the mechanics of it, right? When you should be opening your heart. So this person is going to come help you open your heart. It could be in work, it could be in your business, it could be in love. But that's what's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. So this is about your health and healing. So the health and healing, this is the third chakra. So this is about choices free will, courage, willpower, change. So I'm saying that in order, ooh, wow. Okay, so I'm seeing people's body, like I can see the inside of people's body. So what I'm seeing is, um, I'm seeing that your blocks, I'm seeing people with their blocks. Well, first of all, it's the heart. So I'm seeing the heart, but I'm seeing these blocks. I'm seeing these blocks in your light. And it's because even though you're stoic, you're holding a lot in. And those are your blocks. You're coming from a place, that's why your body's having these symptoms. You're coming from a place of almost like the world's attacking, or everything's coming in at you, or everything's coming at you, or it's attacking. And in that, you've given up your power. And so you need to take your power back and realize that, how do I say this? You've gone through a lot. You've been through a lot, and you made it this far. And you can be in charge. You don't have to give up your power. It doesn't have to be that you look at the world like everything's attacking me, things are always wrong, people are always coming at me, things turn out. It doesn't have to be that. You can change your perception to say, I am a beautiful, powerful soul. I am part of source, oneness, God. I am part of the infinite. I am part of this universe, which means I matter, which means I have control. I have free will. I have free will to choose what I want. And I can do this, so I don't have to go and try to defend myself. I can stand tall and make my choices. And when you do that and realize your power, you'll begin to release these blockages. I'm seeing blocks. I'm seeing like mentally you have it, and I'm seeing in your first chakra you have it, and then I'm seeing when it comes to actually making the choices, you're like, it's almost like your power's been taken, or you've, so let me say this, your power's never taken, you're allowing it. So when you change that perception of, I'm in charge of me, I am in charge of my world, I am in charge, that can redirect that energy and let it flow. Those are your blocks. You've been thinking methodically about, I got to get this, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. But then when those things come, you sort of get frightened and you think, yeah, it's almost like you change your perception into, I got to defend myself. And you need to stay in that power of you and understand, trust the universe, trust that you're part of oneness, trust that you're part of the universe, and that you are creating your way. This is going to help free you. This is going to help free those blockages. You got to make some choices. Some of you have this choice to make. So with your finances, but again, it has to do with your overall life. Your belief or faith is the element which determines the action of your subconscious. Again, you guys think that, some of you guys think that it's been about, this is how I get the money, this is how I get the finances, this is how I get my independence, this is how I get my lover, this is how I get a da-da-da-da-da, right? And it's not. It has to do with your heart. You've done all the work to do that, except for the last thing, which is to open your heart. Your belief or your faith, right? Your power, your free will, your courage to change, to make this different, to be in power, to create the world that you're wanting. That makes sense? And with that comes the riches. Okay, so that's 2. Now let's talk about 3. So, oh, worn out. And you're almost there. But you go back. And then you have a small start. All right, so I almost see this as, this is your reality of what's coming, but this is all you're allowing yourself to have. That's what I'm seeing. So whoever picked this group, y'all are, yeah, you're more of show me before I do it. So I feel like you are tired, you're right at the end, you don't realize you're right at the end because you've like done everything and you don't know which way to go with this and you don't understand, and I thought I cleared and I thought I got rid of everybody, and I feel like this group doesn't have many people around them. I feel like this group has cleared people out of their lives, has cleared, but you've gone too much the one way. You've cleared so many people, you've cleared so many things, you've gotten so methodical. I feel like that for the bigger group too. But you feel you're so methodical that you only allow yourself certain people to be in your life. And if they act up once, you're done, right? Because you're tired, because you've cleared everything and you're waiting for the new things to happen and they're not happening. And you don't realize that it's right here that there have been things that have been trying to happen. I'm seeing all these people trying to come in your life. I'm seeing all these situations trying to come in your life, but you keep saying no, 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 because you think you know what that looks like and you don't. That may be the one thing that gets you to the other thing that gets you to the thing that you're wanting, right? I'm seeing that there's opportunity right in front of you and you're not seeing it because you're so tired. You're so angry. I'm feeling like you're angry. It's not a lot of anger, but I'm feeling anger. So I'm feeling like you're tired. I'm feeling like you're angry. I'm feeling like, what if this doesn't work anymore? What if this doesn't work? I haven't been proven this. This doesn't show. Da, 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 like you keep saying. So let me say this. I feel like some of you are like, I don't even know why I watch tarot. I don't even know why I watch this. It never works. It's such BS, but you keep coming to watch it, right? That's what I'm feeling. It's because innately there's something within your soul that understands that these things are true for you. You just keep shutting people out, shutting things out, not giving the opportunity. The opportunity comes to you and you shut it down. Somebody says something and you could take that and create from it, but instead you're like, nope, not doing that. Nope, not going to have that. Nope. The universe hasn't proven anything to me. I'm so tired. I've done so much, and what else am I supposed to do? Right? That's what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling that there's all these things trying to come in for you. But you're over here looking in the different direction. Your perception is, look at how much I've lost. Look at what people have done. Look at how it hasn't come in. Look at how it wasn't my fault. Look at how I thought it was one way, but it was another. And look at how the universe hates me. And look at how I must have done something wrong. And look at how I mean, I hear all these things. And where energy, where our attention or our focus goes, energy flows. If your energy is over here, then you are manifesting this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then you're sitting there wondering why nothing's come. Because you keep manifesting these thoughts, these emotions, these feelings, why it wasn't, what didn't happen, how come it hasn't happened. When you need to be up here, just turn your beautiful head around to this love that wants to come in for you, to this abundance that wants to be here for you. I'm feeling heart open. Ooh, I'm feeling these hearts open. That got a little overwhelming. Okay, so I had to have him back it off. Turn here because you have so much waiting for you. You have so much that wants to start for you, but it can't if you continue to look here. Part of the laws of the universe, part of free will, is that it can't come in until you've focused on it, until you've looked at it, until you approve it, until you allow it. Does that make sense? So let's see what your health and healing is about. Truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. This is about being honest with yourself. This is about being honest with yourself. This is about communicating what you really, really want. Some of you have some guilt about what you really, really want. But all that guilt is holding you back from your abundance and what you really, really want. Your communication, the way that you're honest with yourself, that is the key. See this key? That is the key. To be truthful with you, to be sincere and genuine with you, right? Because a lot of you are like, you don't have people around, so you can no longer blame anyone else. You have to begin to look at yourself. Okay, so for your finances, but again, through your life, in the next 2 weeks, riches begin in the form of thought. Isn't that interesting? The amount is limited only by the person in whose mind the thought is put into motion. Faith removes limitation. Faith removes limitation. It's time for you to look. Stop looking here. Stop being here. Stop feeling here. You have these things that want to start. They know that you're tired, but you are stronger than you realize. It's like the last point, the last thing before these things begin to come in. That's where your riches are. It's only limited by you. The universe isn't against you. God isn't against you. You didn't do anything wrong. You are a perfect being. You made yourself this way for a reason. Take out those limitations. You can be and do and have whatever you want. It's only limited by you because of free will, because of your path. Okay? All right, now the fourth one. Oh, I had to have them back that off because I felt a lot of people's hearts open at one time. It was overwhelming. Okay, so number 4. Oh goodness. Wow, y'all have a big changes. So big. In these next 2 weeks, your life is really changing, and some of you are going to get really, really scared. So I feel like you understand this change. I feel like that you're excited. I feel like you understand and you have this feeling that things are coming in these next couple of weeks, or even these next months, or even up to this next year. I feel like that. I feel like you're indulging. I feel like you're engaging. I feel like you're doing what's necessary to have the changes come in. And then you have these separations, and then you get scared. Because you asked for the change, but then when the change comes, you get scared. You have the Tower, which something really big shifts because you've asked for it. You're in that energy, you're in that light, you're in that like movement, you're in that Aries energy of fire. Let's go, I'm doing it. And then when the universe starts showing you by taking your job, by making you move out, by having your car not working anymore, by any of those things, by the lover going away, not a partner, or maybe even a partner of a long time, by the separations of things, the separation of things and people and relationships, you've asked for these things. And then when they begin to come, where the change needs to happen, because you have the Tower, so there's these big shifts, you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. You know where you want to go. You said you wanted to go. You called to the universe that this is what you wanted. And so in order to get you to that place that you want, some of these things have to be moved. You have to lose that job so that you can get the bigger, better job. You have to lose that car so that you can have faith, have trust in yourself that, yes, I can get another car. I'm going to go buy another car. It doesn't look like I should, but I'm responsible enough. I know I've done it before. And you go get another car, and then all of a sudden the job comes in, or you get a bonus, or you get this raise, or you get this new position, or you get, and some of you are in this relationship that you are indulgent in. Like, some of you are indulgent. You think you're the victim, but you're not. You're the one being indulgent. Like taking advantage, staying in a relationship that you shouldn't. All of that is being indulgent, thinking about what you want, what you want, what you want, hoping this person will change, hoping this will change. And then when that person has to go or that relationship has to end, then you're frightened. You're frightened because you're like, well, that's not what I wanted. No, what you said you wanted was a stable, loving relationship. That wasn't it. You were already in a relationship that wasn't stable and loving. Now the universe is trying to get you to the relationship that's stable and loving, but you must let go of that. This must shift. Does that make sense? In your business, the same thing. You got some shifts coming. You got some separation needing to happen. And then you have to understand that you are in charge. Trust that you're going in the direction that you're supposed to be going. That makes sense? So this is about your health and healing. So this is all about the second and third chakra. Okay. Intuition, knowing, sense, and trust. Gut instinct. Right here. This is when you need to have the gut instinct. This is when you need to have the gut instinct. This is when you need to have the gut instinct. You had the gut instinct here. Have it here, have it here, have it here. Gut instinct, your intuition, knowing that you're going to get what you want. It may not look like it out in life right now because we're talking about physical reality. And so that takes time, space, time. It may not look like that, but it's shifting you to get you to that point. That's when your intuition, your knowing, your sensing, your trust, your gut instinct needs to kick in. Like it was here. It needs to do it here. It needs to do it here. And it especially needs to do it here so that you can keep the momentum going. That makes sense? For your finances, perfection will come through practice. It cannot come by merely reading instructions. I'm going to read that again. Perfection will come through practice. Practice, practice, practice. It cannot come by merely reading instructions. That means, yes, I looked at the laws of the universe. Yes, I tried to manifest. Yes, da 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 da. That was all like I'm reading it. I'm doing the instructions. But then life happens. Life is when you need to trust, practice. You need to make the choices. You need to stand your ground. You need to honor that you are a beautiful, wonderful human soul and that you will get what you want. Your gut instinct. Make sense? All right, my beautiful ones. I hope this helped. I love you, love you, love you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I will have the other videos at the end of this video. I will also have how to use the energy of manifesting and letting go of what no longer serves you. I'll have that video in the description box below. Talk to you soon. And comment below and let me know if you like this style, and I'll do more of these. Okay? Bye.